Deck the halls, we got Christmas presents. Hey, this is Carrie with Canary Quilts, and this is the 4th week of the Christmastime Mystery Quilt Along that it's exclusive to Fat Quarter Shop. But the nice thing about this is it is a free pattern. Anybody can grab this. They do have a fabric kit for it, and the fabrics are gorgeous, but as I've said all along, we all have a Christmas fabric stash. So I am using my own fabrics to do this. And this week is our 4th week. These are the first 3 weeks. We've got a Christmas mug, we've got Christmas cards, and Christmas candy. And this week we have Christmas presents. So we have one more week, and my assumption is going to be we're gonna probably put borders in, and we'll finish this quilt out. We'll make the top. So this block is super easy. All these blocks have been very easy, so if you know someone who wants to get into quilting, this is a great way to do it, because these blocks, this quilt so far has been very easy to put together. You learn a lot of the basics like flying geese and half square triangles, but that's about it. Putting strips together, putting rectangles together. It's really not hard. This took me no time at all to make this morning. Let me know if you're making this, if you're doing this quilt along, or if you're here for the first time and you didn't know about it. But I do have links below to this pattern, and it will take you to the Christmastime quilt along so you can get all 4 patterns at the same time. The first 4, all 4 weeks. And it'll give you the Christmas kit also, the fabric kit if you're interested. Subscribe button, notification bell, you'll get notified next week when we finish it out, but you don't have to do it right now if you've got other things you're doing but you're interested in this. Just grab the patterns below and you can get started on your own pace and at your own time. That's what's great about these patterns and these videos, is you can come back to them when you're ready. It was so much fun. I had to put Christmas music on this morning to get in the mood a little bit, which helped a lot because I have to plant fall mums later. So I was kind of in a fall mood. Now I had to be in a Christmas mood. So Christmas music really helped. I would suggest it. Anyway, enough of me talking. Let's get started making this beautiful Christmas block. Okay, we are on our 4th Christmastime Mystery Quilt Along block, and this week they're giving us one called Wrapped with Cheer, and it's 3 Christmas gifts stacked on top of each other. Again, super cute and what looks to be pretty easy to put together. So yeah, this is a very easy beginner type quilt pattern. So this one has a lot of pieces, but there's pretty much just one of every piece. So for the background, I went with, I used this in one of my other Christmas time blocks, so I'm using it again, and it's just the white with a little bit of gray and red and gray Christmas lights. So right here I've got my background pieces, which are these 2 larger pieces and then these 2 small pieces up here. So that's A and B. We got 2 of B and 4 of these tiny little C's. Next is the ribbon, which is in red right here. And I went with this white or red with Christmas trees on it. And those are these cut pieces over here, which are 5 different lengths. This is a square, it has 2 pieces. So that's where you see these ribbons in the top and bottom packages. And then what's left is what our packages are wrapped in. So my first one is going to be this green gingham. I used it in the first block and I loved it. I love a good gingham. And that's going to be my top Christmas package. And then I wanted to really use this red gingham again, so that's going to be this middle humongous just patch of red gingham right here for this package. And those pieces, those 2 pieces are right here. There's 2 of the green gingham to make this one, and there's just 1 big red one to make the center package. And then I went with this really cute Santa Claus for the final package down here because I knew that it would be big enough to get my Santa Clauses in. So I did kind of do like a fussy cut of these, so I made sure there were Santa Clauses in the middle of each of my pieces. So those are all my cuts, those are all my fabrics. I've got my machine ready to go over here with a 1/4 inch foot. I've got Orifil thread in the top and the bobbin. My iron is next to me over here. So I think we're ready to go. We'll need a rotary cutter and a small ruler to cut these first few corner pieces. And then it's just kind of building it, putting it together. So let's get started. We need to start with H and C, which is the squares from the ribbon and the little squares from the background. So the alphabetties here, when I put these away, will tell me when it calls for a letter in here, which one to grab. So I love these alphabetties. So I'm going to put these away, and we need to draw a diagonal line on the back of our little tiny background squares. We'll need it on all 4 of these. At the moment we only need 2, but we'll need it on the other 2 in the next step. So let's get all of these marked. Here is our 2 ribbon pieces. Let's get these facing the same way. So we're going to make 2 of these, and we're going to put 1 of our background squares in the upper right hand corner on both of these. And then we are going to sew on this line right here, come back and trim a 1/4 inch away from the seam towards the corner, and then iron open. We are going to iron this open. Interesting. Okay, let's get this sewn on. Okay, now we want to trim 1/4 inch from the seam, so we'll be chopping that corner off. And then they want us to iron this seam open. So this is a tiny little seam. Okay, and there's our first 2 squares. So we want to take our eyepiece, which is the green, which in my case is the green fabric. It's the top present. And we're going to make 1 with the corner, the background corner on the right hand side. And we're going to make the second one with the right hand corner on the left side. So put these together. And we'll sew these at a 1/4 inch, and we are going to iron towards the large piece. We want to iron towards the green in my case. Okay, we got these 2 ready to go, and we're going to iron towards that green or large strip. So we're going to set these aside. They're going to go together like this. We're going to set these aside for now, and next we are taking the E piece. Let me find that E piece. There's my E, and our remaining 2 C pieces. So I'm going to put one of my C pieces up here in the left-hand corner. I'm going to sew along that line and come back and trim a 1/4 inch from it, and we are ironing that open also. Trim it and iron it open. Now we're going to take our remaining C, put it on the other side so that line cuts off the other corner. Sew along the line, trim, iron it open. And there we go. There's our next ribbon piece done. Both of those seams are ironed open. And guess what? We are just putting this whole block together now. So yay, fun, 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 fun. So we need our background A, and then these two pieces, the red piece we just did. So there's two background A's, and we're going to put our present piece with the background on the right corner, then our red ribbon, and then our present piece with the background on the left corner, and then our other A piece. So that's the beginning of the small present. So we're going to get these ironed or sewn together, and then we are ironing all our seams open. So I'm just going to work from left to right here. Put these together, sew them, iron them, open. Okay, next up is the middle present. So we need our J and our two B background pieces. And we are going to sew these on and iron these towards the background pieces. So I'm just going to put both on. Okay, iron these towards that background. And that present is done. So we'll set that aside. So next up is building the bottom present, which will be K, F, and M. So we need K. There's K, F, and M is the top one, and then L, G, and N is the bottom one. So we'll put these together, and then we put them together with this in the middle. So let's take these off, and let's put these two together. We'll sew these. We are ironing these towards the red ribbon. And then we'll put this together. All seams ironed towards the red ribbon. Now we can add the other side. And we can put these together with this piece. So I'll sew it on the top, and we're ironing towards the red ribbon, and then we will put the bottom on. Look how cute that is. We can start assembling. So let's start at the top. There's no seams to match, so just match edge to edge. And we are always ironing towards that center present. So let's pick this up, get it ironed towards that center strip, row, whatever you want to call it, the red present, the center present. And man, was that a fast block to put together. Wow! Really fast to put together. It's super cute too. I love it. Absolutely love it. I love this. This down here reminds me like of the type of wrapping paper my mom would use this when I was a kid. Or when I would use with my little kids. It just brings back such fun memories. So there you go. Head over to my Facebook post for this and put your blocks in. I'd love to see them. Are you using the fabric they chose as the kit, or are you using your own Christmas fabrics? I mean, this is just adorable. Super easy. If you know anybody that wants to start quilting, this would be a great way to get into it because these blocks have not been hard at all. Pretty much you saw me build this in real time. So, not hard. Next week, we have one more week. And it's probably going to be putting borders on and finishing this out. So, hit the subscribe button, notification bell. You'll get notified next week with the last, whatever we're doing, finishing it out. I'm going to assume that's what we're doing. Or all the other fun stuff I got going along here. I got 2 Tula Pink sew-alongs I'm doing right now that are really fun. I got box openings that are a lot of fun. So yeah, I had fun making this block. I had fun making this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!